Hey everyone, this is Jason with Preston Street Market, and I am here today with a preview video for our high-end designer costume couture show, which will be happening Friday, June the 29th at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. The auction will be taking place live on the Whatnot app. If you do not have the Whatnot app, you will need to download it and register for an account to participate. If you have never downloaded the Whatnot app, you can follow the link in the description box of this video, and Whatnot will give you a free $15 to spend on your first purchase. So we saw a couple of weeks ago an unboxing of quite a bit of St. John and Ciner jewelry. And as I promised you guys, there was a whole lot more. Now, having to show each piece individually in an unboxing, I would absolutely love to do, but I wouldn't have time to sell anything if I did that. So we gave you a peek of some of the standout pieces, but with these brands, everything's a standout. So we're gonna go through and see some of what we have for you. And so I'm just gonna get started. So these are all St. John earrings. A lot of these were never worn. Those are Les Bernard. Those are fantastic, fantastic. Over here we have bracelets. All of those are St. John. Those 3 strands of pearls, those are all by Ciner. All of that silver tone on the back is also St. John. We have a St. John bag here. The dust cover is inside the bag, so that will be included. Look at her. All of these opera length, sweater length necklaces. There's so many of them. Over here is a Ferragamo belt. Come down here, we have a Saks Fifth Avenue bag. We have St. John. We have a St. John belt, a St. John belt buckle. We have a Escada. This is a very rare, very, very rare Daniel Escada Swarovski bag with those beautiful, beautiful crystals. Never used, has its certificate of authenticity. It is numbered. Look at her. She is in an accordion style. Judith Lieber. This is a new old stock Givenchy Couture belt. Can you imagine? That's gotta be 1970s. More Judith Lieber. We have Stuart Weitzman. Again, more St. John. That is actually a Rolex leather wallet. That is a Givenchy handbag there. We have St. John here. That massive thing there is a crystal St. John belt. More St. John belts here. Beautiful matte gold tone St. John belt here, and more of those sweater opera length necklaces, all of which are St. John, and many of them have their original tags. Again, another Judith bag, St. John. There's some St. John jewelry. We have those Dottie Smith belt buckles, more St. John gold tone. Look at the bugs, look at the little bugs. All St. John, most new with tags. This is all vintage new old stock. These are not available any longer. These are new old stock. So we're seeing these things. So then come here. That's an old set, has a bracelet to match. This guy right here is Marcel Boucher, very high end. We even have St. John stick pins. Look at that. More stunning St. John, Ciner, from earrings to brooches to necklaces to sets. Everything there is Swarovski. Look at that massive St. John piece. That crystal is amazing. Come over here, we have more Ciner, believe it or not, more St. John. There's a little Nolan Miller, and for fun. And then let's look at these. That is genuine, authentic, antique pulls of light earrings set with sterling silver. Very, very, very rare. You won't find them again. Beautiful St. John earrings. Look at some of these, still with their original card. Look at that. That's so cute, a little St. John snowman or polar bear, I don't know what it is. More St. John. Look at the St. John charm bracelet. Brooch here. More enamel pieces here, all St. John. And then here we have St. John and Ciner. St. John and Ciner bracelets. Back here we do have some silver tone St. John. Look at those. Go up here, more St. John. And we start to come this way and look at all the Ciner. Look at all that Ciner jewelry. Ciner here. Beautiful multi-tone Omega. Another Ciner Omega with a slider enhancer. Look at that gold tone bracelet. More St. John. Swarovski earrings, St. John earrings. These are a mix of enhancers, all Ciner. More bracelets. We see the little fish back there. Again, more Ciner here. We also have a basket of dust covers. So let's just have a look again. Huge mix of very high-end couture, lots of gold tone, over the top, absolutely over the top. This is going to be part 1 of a 3-part show. First show is this Friday, the 27th. The next show after that will be the 11th, and I will have a preview video up at that appropriate time. And then I believe it's the 18th will be the 3rd and final part where we do the clothing. But just look at all this. Look at all the money that this amazing consignor spent on such high-end luxury. And you have the opportunity to buy this for an opening bid of $5. Everything starts at $5. In my business, even before jewelry, everything is a $5 opening bid. It is fair for everyone. Once in a lifetime chance to get this much all in one place. And I hope that you join us again this Friday, June 27th, 10:30 a.m. Central Time, live on the Whatnot app. And we surely, surely hope to see you all there. And thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not.